Howdy viewers, today I'm going to show you how I make espresso using Cafflano Kompresso, which is the most compact espresso maker, but it doesn't make 9 bar. It can make 9 bar, but it's better to stick to 6 bar. Today I'm going to show you the grind size adjustment, how I make coffee, make espresso using 6 bar pressure. And I'm going to do this without the stand, because it will arrive tomorrow, the whole batch of 40 units. So today's coffee is Cedra Las Flores, which is very nice, 90 Q score, natural thermal shock. So it's incredible coffee, the greatest one I've tried in espresso so far in my life. And this coffee maker, it usually makes it even better than any other coffee machine. Like in 2021 I've compared it with the La Marzocco commercial one, and this one in blind test won. So what I'm gonna do now is set the grind size and one rotation to numbers, Espresso and 47, and start from 14.5. So that's my preferred dose. I will make videos about the different doses, experiments in another episode, because I could have done this behind the scenes and just show you the result, but it takes budget and it's better to show you how it is in action. I feel grapes. Ooh, what a powerful flavor. Everything is here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use dosing funnel, because without it, it will be a mess for such a dose. So I will not be able to use WDT if I use such dose. With this dosing ring, it's much easier to work with. Distributing as accurately as I can. A few taps and tamper goes inside. So I decided to make this type of dosing ring when tamper goes through the dosing ring. Checking the level, tapping it pretty hard. So as you can see, it's pretty leveled. Tamper makes all of the difference. So without proper tamper, with the scoop that comes with it, it's not serious. Gently screwing it on, and we just fill it with water and press. So without the stand, what I'm doing, I'm just pressing till the end, and I'm filling it around higher than mark 60 milliliters, 2 centimeters below the top, because the gasket gets older, or this unit is different. So if this gasket, with this gasket, a few milliliters of water will escape if you fill it to the top. I want as clean process as possible. The goal is to not have air, so that we don't compress the air. So we're feeling it and we're pressing, and I'm gonna assess how hard is to squeeze, how hard I need to squeeze it, if the flow is too fast or not. So I'm just looking in the cup where the first drops will be and how fast it will go. And before pouring in, I'm gonna press till the end. And this, with this dose, gives me relatively 1:2 ratio, so around 30 grams. But I can control, like, I can be pretty precise here, because I know that when I'm squeezed it till the end, I can count seconds, like 5 seconds, and I will get a great result, like great dose. Almost to the top, right away creating pressure. And the grind size should be smaller. So with the fast shot, I'm just gonna squeeze it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then lift it. so that I will have a little bit more liquid. The shot, could be better. Little to none crema, the coffee is fresh. Let's weigh the shot. 24 grams. So I could have, first of all, added more liquid, and cleaning is pretty easy. I'm gonna squeeze it twice, so pressing out the air so that the coffee pack will be dry. Beating out, and it's clean, almost, like now it is clean. A little bit of cleaning here. Also clean. And it is easy to take out. Unlike recently I reviewed Flair GO, which a little bit disappointed me. Like, it was pretty hard to take out. That's why I prefer Cafflano Kompresso as a basic espresso maker. And it still has similar limitations in terms of ratio. So 1:2 ratio with a 14 gram dose. Oh, aroma. Whoa. It's just passion fruit. Incredible. So here is everything. Like, I can drink it straight, but it's very concentrated. Like, you can guess the ratio. Whoa! What? Why it is so interesting, and like I perceive a lot of things. I've never perceived them before. Yeah, this dried banana, definitely here. Aftertaste, super complex shot, even though it's concentrated. So it's 1 to 1.65 ratio, so 1:7 ratio. Not big enough. I want more liquid, that's why I'm gonna squeeze till the end next time. Like, first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add more water, even though it will spill a little bit, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna squeeze for 10 seconds as before, but I'm gonna adjust the grind size, make it one number smaller. So one rotation, one number. That way I will have more resistance and the crema will be nicer. One rotation, two divisions. Guess what? I was not the only one who was shocked by the result. It was just incredible. So first of all, I'm gonna preheat the cup because it's cold here. Drinking from this plastic is fine, but I'm gonna drink from glass, so it will be preheated. That's one update, and I want as much liquid as I can with this coffee because I want lower concentration. So I don't want to bypass the coffee, I want to get it right away. So my colleague perceived a lot of it. Let's actually use 14 grams instead of 14.5 so that I can have more liquid, because we limit it in terms of amount of water, somewhat limited. Like, we can press longer, not a problem. And it is important to not do it like I'm doing now, because I'm squeezing it when I'm standing far from the table. You need to be over the brewer in order to press with your hard part of the palm, not with the soft one near the finger. So this part should not be used, only this one, when pressing, squeezing. As for the squeezing force, it's usually 38 kilograms. I wouldn't go higher. And it is relatively average squeezing force of humans. So don't be too aggressive here. Like squeeze, it should be not super hard. Use the reasonable amount of force. Don't need to squeeze and press for sure, because it will ruin your basket. Having good pot preparation for sure improved the shot quality quite significantly. Before that, in 2021, I've used it without it and it was great, but the Crema color, consistency of Crema color now and back then is way different. So I'm gonna keep it as close as possible. 100 degrees Celsius. Almost to the top, 1 centimeter left, so that a little bit of liquid will escape, but not a lot. And this is great. So I'm gonna squeeze till the end and wait till the end when two parts are contacting each other, so I can't go further. And I'm gonna wait for around 10 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Releasing. We're taking out the pressure. And that's a different story. We have Crema now, so here is how it looks. Crema is not super strong. Let's see how much coffee we got. 31 gram, that's usually how much I get. So it is 30 grams, 30.5 to be exact. Oh yeah, that's a different story. More complexity, more balance. So it's a way smoother shot. He needs to try it because it's just incredible. Temperatures here, more roundness, more clarity, more everything. Very, very enjoyable. So a little bit of conclusions. Don't press it too hard. Like if you don't see coffee in around 5 seconds, stop immediately and don't press. Then you can wait for like 10-15 seconds and then try to gently press again. So it will just save your shot because it means that your grind size is too small. Next time use bigger grind size. And save the shot by just releasing it and pressing it again after around 15 seconds, so that the coffee pack will soak and start building up the pressure gradually. When I'm doing the shots, when the grind size is great, I'm just pressing it right away, like squeezing with all of the force, all of the 30 plus kilograms. In order to achieve 9 bar, it is 54 kilograms. And it's not recommended because you will damage the basket for sure. I've tried it. I've tried 40 kilograms consistently for around some period. You can watch on Facebook. I've documented everything. And when I've tried 54 kilograms, at some point it started to bend the basket. So this metal part in the corner. So what you've learned today is that it is very capable, but I mean, the coffee is great, so it could be brewed in any machine, but here specifically, you can save the shot, you can make it better, because in other machines, if the grind size is not great, it will ruin your shot and you will not be able to drink it. Here, pro tip, it's better to rinse it. So for this exact coffee, it worked nicely. Let's check. We have washed processed coffee. Let's probably check it today. Why not? So I'm gonna try to make with the same grind size how it will behave. It is washed processed coffee, should be a little bit denser, so the flow should be a little bit slower. What's really great is that, first of all, the temperature of the beverage is hot, relatively hot, so it's very pleasant to drink. So even with the native cup, you can still run shots, and it's pretty convenient because it's compact. This is your travel setup, like it's very small. Weighs nothing. Let's check the weight. 162, 333 grams total for these and WDT. So it's like under 400 grams plus coffee grinder. So under a kilogram, you have your coffee setup. If you have a like grinder, lightweight grinder, it's like under 700 grams. And you've seen important part that I don't need to adjust my water temperature, and it's very, very frustrating when you have a cold shot, like cold extraction. You perceive that it's not complex, it's like washed out. And now I'm gonna use this wort processed coffee. It usually requires higher temperature in order to be brewed correctly, because it's a little bit cheating. Cedra, it's easy to make coffee, relatively speaking. Preheating the cup. And by the way, about preheating this unit, I've tried to make coffee outdoors with minus 10 degrees Celsius or around that, and it worked great as indoors. So for traveling, no brainer. And for winter, probably the best coffee you can get. As for the squeezing, I don't like this technique. I prefer pressing. And tomorrow the stand will arrive, the stand is, so that I will be able to show you how the process with the stand looks like, because it's way better, way smoother. I can use stopwatch, I can use scales, and I designed it that way so it should fit these scales as well. It is very clean with dosing funnel. Before that I've used from plastic bottle, and it wasn't great, to be honest. Like, it worked, but unpleasant because it's plastic, it's sharp, and I've used wooden temper at the beginning, but having an aluminum one feels better. My fourth attempt of making temper, and it's just adjusted to be perfect. Here I will not forget to have a POC screen inserted. Let's check the time it will take. So, as I've said, the grind size could be too small, and it is. I need to make it bigger, because you can see 20 seconds already. The shot is still will be fine. I will just decrease the pressure now so that it will run with the lower pressure. But the Crema color will be incredible, should be. Increasing the pressure and retaining. The grind size should be bigger. It's not porous coffee like anaerobic or natural processed. Like 1 minute already. Not much crema, even though coffee is fresh, should be nice. And I'm holding it for around 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds more, so that the rest of the water will go into the cup. Taking out the pressure. And you can see the signs of unbalanced extraction because the grind size is small. And you can see the consistency. So 1 gram, not a big deal. Let's check this shot. It's like restricted. Oh yeah, very nice. Even though it was 1 minute 15 seconds, because I adjusted the pressure, made it smaller, we didn't have like these intense dark flavors which we could get with 9 bar. You've seen a little bit of water. And it's very pleasant to drink. Like I don't want even to change anything. It's so perfect. Aftertaste is clean. What's more you want from coffee? Like it is real espresso first of all. By the way, you can just pour out the liquid and then press. So just press in 2 times in order to get a clean, dry punk. And easy to take out, because it is very frustrating again when you use something like Outin, where you just can't beat it out. You need to rinse it underwater. Here, just a few seconds, you wipe it and it's ready for the next shot. In a row, I did today 3 shots. I think it's enough. 3 shots? Should be 3, 4, maybe. Yeah, 3 or 4. I don't remember. So it's not hard and it is silent, and that's the most important part for me, that I don't have pump noise, because rinsing the group, running the shot, cleaning the machine, is like too much noise. If you go to a coffee shop, you will not get this quality. It's just another level. So hope you've learned something. See ya.